In this video, we will be learning about 8.4, agreeing with a condition from signing naturally. So for this, there's going to be a couple of steps that you need to follow for this whole sequence of how to agree with a condition. Okay, so first, what you're going to do once you are explaining what this is that you will agree and you'll give the condition what must happen first. Then you will express your willingness by a nod. Then you will give what the condition is, raise the head and brows, shift to the side. Then you will tell what you are going to do, that's the one clause, and then you will nod. And then you will check to see if the other person agrees by leaning forward and holding that last sign. Okay, so we'll go through and see practically what this looks like. So for the first one, then we're going to use the fact that the person that you were supposed to have dinner with just got a call and their boss said that they have to work overtime for 3 hours. And so they're going to ask you, do you mind calling the restaurant to postpone and we will have dinner tomorrow night there? Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is that you are going to sign that dialogue. So it's going to be, remember tonight, 2 of us plan to leave for going out to eat. Okay, and then shake your head. My boss tell me must work OT, overtime, 3 hours. Well, don't mind, you call restaurant, postpone tomorrow night. Well, okay, and then you are going to answer with sure, fine, fine, fine. But first, on your thumb, first, me must copy papers, finish, and then you will say that you will call the restaurant and then ask what they think about that, okay? So for this, you'll say, okay? Then your answer is going to be, sure, fine, fine, fine. But first, and then you'll go through and say, I need to make the copies first. Then once I'm done with that, then I will call the restaurant, okay? So whenever you're doing this, you're saying, yes, but first, and then you're going to turn to your side. You're going to say, I must, blah, 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 do that. And then I'll say finish, and then I will turn to my non-dominant side to, if you're right-handed, or it would be the opposite. So you'll go to your dominant side, explain, I must, blah, 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 finish, and then turning more to my non-dominant side, and then saying what it is that you are agreeing that you can do. Okay, so for the response, you'll say, okay, and then see if the person agrees from there. So you're going to hold that last sign, raise your eyebrows to ask that question, okay? So for each one, then you're going to make sure that you are following that sequence. So let's try another one. Okay, so for this one, then you are going to explain that you have just purchased a copier and a printer and a scanner, and then you are going to ask if someone would mind coming over to your house and helping you get set up because you just don't really know how to get all that set up yourself, okay? So for this one, then you are going to agree with the condition, what must happen first, express your willingness by nodding, give the condition, raise your head and your eyebrows, shift to the side. Then you will tell what you will do, that's the one clause, and then nod. Check if the person agrees, raise brows, lean head forward, and then hold the sign. Okay, so let's try that again. Hopefully I'm on point with this one as well. Okay, so it'll go recently, buy a new computer, printer, scanner. But me must myself connect. Well, me, be mind stupid, not mind you come here, my house, help connect, don't mind, okay? So, the first part of this is going to be Okay. Then you are going to go ahead and say, okay, so that's the condition, got this. Okay, and so you're going to explain what's going to happen first, express your willingness, all of those things. Okay, so we're going to start with expressing our willingness. Okay, then we're going to go to, from express willingness to giving the condition. Okay, okay, to telling what you will do, which is, myself will read it and then understand it, and then I'll go over to your house and show you. What do you think? Okay, so okay, let's do one more example for this one. So for this one, you're going to say, I can't find my cell phone, and it has everything on it. It has my pictures, my addresses, phone numbers, it's got everything. So I have got to find my phone, and I think maybe I left it in your car, so would you mind going to your car and checking? And then the response is going to be, that's fine, but first I have to go to a meeting. Then once I'm done with the meeting, then I will go check my car and see if I find your phone. What do you think? Okay, so okay. Okay, so that shows you how you can agree with a condition. So do make sure that you go through and you practice with various requests, making those and then figuring out if you're using the proper strategies. Make sure that you are nodding at the proper times and that you are providing that condition with it while also expressing your willingness to agree and do what they've asked. Keep up the good work.